Oh, Gail.
Big fatty Ziggy.
Oh, look at Ziggy. Billy's gone now.
There she goes.
I'm loving this hat you're wearing. This is your new
Mhm.
look. I'm loving it. Darlings, welcome back. Welcome back to Timeless Women. Yes, with me, Collette Cooper, musician, vocalist, actor, and activist. And in this podcast, I talk to amazing, independent, inspiring women only. And of course, it's powered by Delilah. Now, this week, I'm talking to someone who has had one of the most remarkable journeys I've ever heard. Yes, it can only be the one and only Gail Porter. Gail has to be one of my most favourite humans on the planet. I only have the
Aw.
best women on this, you know.
How are you? You good?
Yes, I'm good. All the better to seeing you, my darling. Thanks for coming on, babe.
No, thanks for having me. I'm just getting ready for Edinburgh. I know I've still got a couple of weeks, but
Listen, Edinburgh, we're coming. It's going to be phenomenal. There's so much we can talk about, me and you.
yeah,
And
sorry about
also,
the bio, but my
oh,
the
I know
agent
so much. Yeah,
he looks after Anne Widdecombe.
I know.
So he's kind of just gone AWOL.
Jeez. That's,
Yeah.
I need to read the
So
full story. I don't know the full story yet.
I don't know the full story, but I just sent him a text saying, "Do you know what? You owe me money from a long time ago." And he went, "I'm dealing with a murder." And I was like, "Who are you, Taggart?" But then I was like, "I don't understand what you are dealing with a murder. You're not the
It's not,
police."
we're not laughing about the murder, obviously,
No,
but
no,
we
no, we're not
are.
laughing. It's just like, do you know what? If you're an
Who are you,
agent, then you have to
Tiger?
like sort of look after other people as well.
Yeah,
And also
you,
you're
Tiger.
not a detective. You're not a detective. So anyway, first
That's
world problems, eh?
it's really, oh my God, I love you. This is why Gail Porter is a brilliant stand-up comedian. She's gone from a pin-up girl, let's face it, to a stand-up comedian. Who the hell does that in
I've
this
got
world?
absolutely no idea. And
In
before
this,
that, I was in B&Q.
and
Doesn't make any sense, Colette. None of it makes any
but
sense.
that's what I love about you. Your journey has been, come on, let's face it, your journey has been pretty.
Yeah,
It's been phenomenal, hasn't it? I mean, what a life journey, just a life journey has been incredible, right? You
I
know
know
that.
it's been nuts. It's
It
been
has
kind
been
of.
nuts, but brilliant. You've obviously got to write a book,
Oh yeah, I've just finished one, so it's
an
kind of floating around.
autobiography. Yeah.
It's floating around with people at the moment.
Is it
So
an autobiography?
yeah, but it's more a little bit like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Yeah,
Nest.
yeah, of course. I'm joined. Am I in it?
Yeah, we're all in it.
We're all in it.
We're all in it.
Oh, I love you.
So
So let's
yeah,
just take
so
it back. Just let's take it back from when you first started, actually, because from being Q, obviously absolutely stunning, still stunning.
mm,
In the 90s, Gail was, I mean, she was on every magazine cover. You
never
were
got paid for a single one of them.
no bastards. But you were on every way, every time we'd go in Tesco's, looked at all the magazines, or there she was, or wherever, as I were at any shop, Gail was on every single front cover, and she is gorgeous, but by God, you were bloody, I mean,
Well, my mum was
stunning.
just, I just remember my mum one time, I think it was the FHM, it was the FHM
Yeah,
one. And
let's talk
she,
about what they did. Let's talk
yeah,
about
and I
what
just
they
got a
did.
phone call and she went, "What have you done now?" And I was like, "Oh shit." And then my
Can I have
grandpa,
my job
Harish,
back and being cute? Go
yeah.
on.
Could somewhere from hardware please go to checkout number one? I can't be bothered. But but yeah, but then my grandpa, Horatio Walter Stanley Twiddy, that was his real name. And
Bloody hell.
he phones me up and I was like, "I'm really sorry, Grandpa." And he was like, "No, no, it's totally fine. I got one for me, one for Uncle Alf." I was like, "Oh, oh, oh, you
So what
got."
happened? but FHM, which was a huge lads mag, right?
Yeah.
Huge lads mag, and I feel sorry for the lads mag. 'Cause they don't have any anymore, do they? And I feel
No,
sorry for the
thank
guys.
God, to be honest.
Yeah, thank God for the girls, but some of the lads are like, oh, well, we do like to read about cars anyway.
Yeah,
So
I quite liked Esquire and
yeah,
GQ.
yeah, GQ and Esquire, but FHM, which was a huge magazine in the 90s, basically put Gail naked on Big Ben for
Yeah.
the whole of London to see. I mean, I'm not being funny, but she was fucking, I mean, she looked gorgeous. I mean, you did
Well,
look
it was
gorgeous.
airbrushed to
But
hell, I'm sure, because I don't remember
no,
my arse ever looking like that.
no, you did. You've always had a great bum. You've always had a great bum. Come on. They put a massive photo, naked photo of our Gail on Big Ben, and she didn't know.
Well,
What?
obviously, I knew I did the picture, but
Yeah,
they'd said to me, "Oh, we're not going to do anything with it. We're not going to pay you. It'll be
not gonna pay
fine."
you.
And then I saw it on the news in the morning, and I was like, "Well, a month later or something."
A few
And
newses. It was all
I
over
was
the
just,
bloody news. What are you talking about?
yeah. Well, I was watching the news, and I was like, I remember just being in the bathroom, and I was getting ready to go out, and I heard my name on BBC News, and I was like, "Well, that's a bit weird." And it was the day when we had,
Can you come to check out
VHSs.
one, please, Gail Porter?
Yeah, and it was like the day when we had VHSs, and I was looking
Yeah.
in the VHSs going, "Is this a prank? Is somebody pranking me?" And then I looked outside, and there was people everywhere, like paparazzis and blah blah blah. And I was living on my own, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Then the phone went, and then my mum was furious. My dad completely blanked me. My grandpa
Oh,
loved it.
your grandpa loved it. He was dead proud. Well,
Oh, grandpa!
because he's seen you butt naked as a baby, so he just
That's what he
thinks you're
said.
still a
He said, "I've
baby.
seen it all before, Gaily Pops." I was like, "Oh."
But
But
I've got to say, the what pisses me off the most, they didn't pay you.
yeah,
I
and it
mean,
was
if
the
you'd have
biggest.
got paid, I would have gone, you paid me, it's all right. I got butt naked,
Yeah,
I got paid.
and
Exploited you.
I wasn't too I didn't really think it through at the time, so I was in so much shock. And it wasn't until recently a friend of mine said, "Oh, you should have sued them." And I went, "Yeah." So we looked into it, but it's too late now. But they made their profit was 1.7 million.
I'm really pissed off. You must be. But there's still no way in today's world that you could go back. I don't believe that. I think
Well, they've all disbanded, haven't
they
they? I
have,
don't know where
yeah,
everybody is. They've all gone.
ourselves.
So, but it's another one of life's experience.
Yeah, they made 1.8, did you say?
1.7, I think. That's what I was told.
1.7 million
That was the profit.
out of your gorgeous peachy bottom.
Well, there you
Well,
go, eh? That's one for the grandkids.
no, but I mean that is talk about that is at the top of sexism.
Yeah,
You can't beat that. So
no.
when that happened, did you then retreat, didn't you, into
Well,
did you
yeah, it was
retreat
kind
into a
of,
depression? I mean, we talked about depression before because I've suffered
yeah.
depression and it's horrible, you know.
Well, I just think everyone had a comment. Everybody had their opinion on me, and so I was kind of, the feminists were out for to get me. People that young lads in the street were looking at me like they could see me naked, and it was just like I had stalkers. I had we had to get police to the house, and then I ended up moving in with my ex, Keith, and
Yeah.
because my house got broken into,
Oh my God.
and they sort of did horrible things in my bed, on my underwear, and they smashed up, stole my car, stole everything, and so Keith was like, "Right, you're out of here," and so I went to live in Essex for a while, and it was quite nice, to be honest.
Yeah, but the repercussions
Oh,
of what that magazine did, the repercussions.
yeah.
Oh, because you were already before that, like, pin up, you were in all the magazines and, you had a career, you're a brilliant presenter. And they did that and practically destroyed it, really. And
Yeah,
I
yeah. They
just,
just they just they just ran off. It literally just did that, took the profit, and left me to deal with the aftermath. And nobody, I never heard from anyone. Nobody. In fact, I didn't even get a
it's a
copy.
co-
I know that's the least of my worries,
I
but I'm not going to
know.
go, "Excuse me, can somebody get me that magazine from the top shelf? That's my arse up there, please. Thank you very much."
But also, it's like that should be a criminal offence. This is why I
Well,
don't
I don't
understand why
think they
the
get away with it
police.
these days.
No, but it's still even now, you see things all the time that people are bringing up from 20 years ago, from 30, and they go to court and they win. I mean,
Yeah.
somewhere along the line, I don't know, you should get some form of compensation from the government because what you went through, you
It
know,
wasn't pleasant, but then I got my phone hacked, but I took that further.
yeah, you got your phone hacked. Yeah,
Yeah, so but I didn't know about that either. It was I got called into a lawyer's office
yeah,
and I just walked in. My friend Emma was working these cases
yeah.
and I went in and there was just a whole bunch of blokes and Emma and and all these files. And I was like, what's happening? And they went, well, you need to sit down. And I just went, right. And they went, that's your phone calls for the past X amount of years. And I was like, is there a pub near here? And I just thought I need to just go and sit down and just get my head together, cry for a bit, get back. And then they said, well, we can get you this amount or that amount, or we can go to court. And I said, I can't, I just can't do it.
No.
I really can't. So just whatever. And yeah, they gave me not as much as everybody else, but I just wanted it to be over and done with because it was, you just feel dirty that
Yeah.
people have been listening. And my mum she had cancer. So there were journalists were turning up at the hospital in Scotland. And I was thinking, right, how is this a thing? Because I only told maybe two of my friends. And then because you don't know about phone hacking, you're thinking, is it one of my
Well, that's it. We've all
friends?
been hacked. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
we've all
issue. Because
been,
and,
yeah.
and also you think it's your friends, you think it's this, you think it's that, you're not
And then
sure.
you
I
feel
mean,
bad because you think, no, they wouldn't do that. But then
yeah,
when you didn't never heard of hacking, then
yeah,
you're thinking, what on earth is going on?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
But some of the
that
hacking
was
was really good. They'd go, Gail Porter's just been to Budgeon's.
yeah.
Woo! There you go. And they did a good one actually, which I thought was quite funny. And Charlene Spiteri had a baby about the same time as I had Honey.
Yeah.
And remember Heat magazine? I don't even know if it still exists, but there was I bumped into Charlene Spiteri in Primrose Hill, and she looked stunning. She had a beautiful pram. I've got a dog that was mental, who was pulling me. I've got sick all down my front. I'm like, ah. And they've got this double page spread of Charlene going, Charlene Spiteri is obviously taken beautifully to motherhood. And then you turn the page and it goes, Gail Porter obviously hasn't.
Bastards.
And I do look like, oh,
Bastards. Yeah, you're a
was that
great
my
mum though.
own?
Yeah, but you're a great mum. And I just love how you've turned your life and all the I don't even like to say negative things because we always bring out positive things in the negative, but you turned your whole life into this amazing stand-up comedy that you do, which is just fucking brilliant, which is
Well,
going to be about,
I've been having my sort of doubts at the moment.
right,
I
we
always
all
get like
do.
this.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
You,
normal.
that's what
That's
you must do,
normal. Yeah, yeah.
when you're performing and stuff.
You
You
think,
sometimes you think, yeah, I've got this. And then other days you think, oh no, I'm not good enough. This is not good. You get imposter syndrome and you're thinking, oh
yes.
dear.
But let me tell you, you are, this
Well,
was, it's almost like this is your calling. The stand-up comedy is your calling because if anyone's ever seen Gail's show, it's absolutely brilliant. She's back in Edinburgh all through August.
yeah.
Go and see her. We'll have it all in the show notes anyway. Go and see her because she's absolutely. It's just you'll be cracking up left, right, and centre. But you. So I just want to go back even further. You auditioned for Blue Peter.
Oh yeah, that was a nightmare.
Tell me, tell us about that because you didn't get it, which
Thank
I
thank
thank God.
goodness.
Yeah. So go on, tell us about when you auditioned for Blue Peter.
Well, I didn't really want to work in front of the
Blue Peter,
camera
by the way, is something that we all grew up with as kids, Blue Peter. So go on.
and fairy liquid bottles and stuff
Yeah.
that just like mostly posh kids. But yeah, not me. And I was too busy getting stoned and being cute. But but yeah, so I was behind the scenes for ages. So I was a
Yeah.
runner. So,
Yeah.
making teas and coffees and
Yeah.
babysitting and blah, 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 and editing and filming. And it was great fun. I loved it. Didn't get paid again, but it's all
Again.
right.
Yeah.
It's a running theme. And then I went and did a friend of mine I was babysitting for, and him and his wife, she was a makeup artist, he was a director. And I got on really well with his kid. And they were like, "Do you know what? We've got an audition coming up, but there's like loads of people." And I said, "Oh, And they went, it's just an ITV show. It's live. You know, you're good behind the cameras. Why don't you just give it a bash? So I did that. And then there was just like thousands of kids all wearing neon. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then it just went, you're down to the last 100. You're down to the last 50. You're down to the last 10. And I was like, oh, shit. And I was working in a pub at the time in Edinburgh. And I had a really mean boss. And then I got the job and I was like, so then I went I went to do a children's TV show on ITV, and it was live. And I mean, who plays computer games with children live on TV? It was an absolute disaster. But and then went back to the pub again, and then I went to another pub, and then I worked in Russell and Bromley, then I left that. And then so somebody said to me, Blue Peter are doing auditions.
Yeah.
And I thought I could not think of anything worse, because no offense to the BBC, but I mean, it was straight. Well, they weren't straight, but you know what I mean? When it comes to, and it was the time of the News of the World and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And I had not behaved at all. Not in the slightest. No, I went to, you know, Manchester for a day and I came back a month later. And I don't know what happened. That kind of thing, you know. You go, Mum, I'm just going around the corner to see Nicola, and then you get the megabus and you go to Amnesia and you don't come back for weeks. So then suddenly I got down to the last two in Blue Peter, and all I could think about was, because the directors or producers, they were going, do you have any skeletons in the closet? And I was like, no.
Not many.
Yes, thinking shitloads. And I was like, oh God, I just can't. And I remember I was jumping on a trampoline, and they were going, I was jumping on the trampoline going, hi, welcome to Blue Peter. I went, this is hell. This is absolute hell.
You.
And I was just like, I can't do this.
No.
And luckily, some other girl that I don't know who she was, but she got it. And I was just like, I've never been so happy never to get a job, because I just thought it was so straight. I felt like I was at school.
Yeah.
And I was getting told off.
Yeah. That's not you. Know? That's not you. But you did the Scottish TV version of Big Brother. Not Big Brother, sorry, Big Breakfast. Big Breakfast.
Big Breakfast.
Which was amazing.
No, Fully Booked was Scottish. Channel 4. Big Brother. No, Big Brother was,
Not Big Brother, Big Breakfast.
Big Breakfast. Yeah. Big Breakfast was Channel 4.
Yes.
So that was just chaos. I don't even know. I don't think I really did much.
Because I just thought you were just a natural. You just had the ooze of personality, and you just
I just laughed
natural.
A lot.
You were brilliant though.
Didn't know what to do, because there was one time that we did, because everyone I think thought we partied a lot, but you know what it's like. So if I'm doing Top of the Pops, I finish at 11.
Yes.
I'm going back midnight. I get picked up at 2 o'clock the next day, get taken into Big Breakfast, go through this everything, get ready, did it live at 7, 9 o'clock. You're finished in the morning. It's the 90s.
Yeah. Huh? That's what I mean. Yeah. It's like the 90s. Like, you didn't have any time to do all that. Do you know what I mean?
And I remember once
Worked your ass off.
It got to the stage though. I remember going into the meeting and he'd be sitting there like that going, yeah. And they went, so anyway, Gail, you're going to be interviewing Carl Cox in the men's toilet. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking, how is that even normal? Yeah. And I just, Carl Cox with 3 decks in a men's loo. And I was like, yeah, okay.
But you did it, and you did it brilliantly. You did it brilliantly.
And then the other week there, Collette, they had... Somebody phoned me and said, they went, do you know what they're showing on BBC 4? They're showing like 1999 Top of the Pops, and you're on 5 days in a row. It was like I was dead.
Oh my God, I've got to watch that.
It was, but you know, when it's like a tribute, and you're like, I'm still alive.
I'm still here.
I'm not dead
I'm
yet.
Still here.
Yeah.
And Gail Porter come to aisle 1.
Package, yeah, she's still alive, but it's fine, just in case.
Just in case. But you know what? Did you not have, through the 90s, did you not have a good manager who was taking after your finances to make sure you would get, you know,
Not really. I didn't really trust many managers, because I got burned a few times. You know, I didn't know much about managers. And then there was one guy who's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
But and I remember I was not happy with them, and I was turning up at studios and there'd be flowers and jelly babies and bottles of champagne. And I was going, this is very nice. And they went, oh no, it's on your rider. And I went, what's a rider? And it was the agent. And I was like, I don't want any of this stuff. I just want to do my job.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so I went into to have a meeting with him, and I said, I'm really not comfortable, and you're taking a lot of money. And then all these people must think I'm a right wanker, you know, asking for all these things that I haven't asked for. And then he said, and I said, I don't think we can work together. And I remember him saying, well, you don't want to work with me, I'll destroy you.
No,
And I thought, is this how it works? Oh my
no.
God. And so after that, I was a bit nervous going with anybody. So I kind of just sort of like winged it.
Is that
But then
person
I
person
did have some
alive?
good managers, but
Yeah,
then I just didn't, I was not very good at staying with them. Bit like being married.
yeah. Bit like being married. You're right. Yeah. But the thing
Yeah.
is, because to find a good manager is really, really difficult. It is. It's just someone you can trust and all the rest of it. But fancy saying that to a
Oh
young
yeah.
woman, I will
But
destroy you. That's
yeah,
evil.
and I was just sitting there and I was only about 26 at the time or 27. And I was thinking, oh, I don't think I like this industry.
No, it's
Not
a
very
tough
sure.
industry. It is a tough
Yeah,
industry. But
especially when
you,
you're on your own and you're young. And my
yeah,
mum and mum and dad were, well, mum was in Edinburgh, dad was in Spain
yeah,
with
mm,
his girlfriends.
yeah,
But
right, yeah, yeah.
and yeah, so it was kind of you just were floating around on your own and getting followed by magazines and stalkers and thinking, wow, this is quite
But
tiring actually.
but also it was an exciting time as well,
Oh,
wasn't
it
it? The
was great
90s.
fun. Don't
Do you
get
know
me
what I mean?
wrong.
You know what I
I had a
mean?
riot.
You had a riot, and it was just such a. uh,
It
I
was a
mean, if you
happy
compare
time.
it, happy time, if you compare it to today's world, I feel sorry for, you probably do as well, the younger generation
I
people
do because I
in their
think
20s living in today's world. Jesus
I mean
Christ.
my daughter put on Love Island, and we lasted about 20 minutes,
Oh
and I was
God.
going, I don't even
Oh,
understand this.
oh
I
no,
mean, I
please,
got up to also, I was like, but the cheeks are the
please.
same, and the lips are the
It's
same, and
it's
they're
just
only
like,
young.
do you know what? They all look the same, but also they all look about 20 years older.
Yeah,
Have you noticed? It's
yeah,
like they've got no character. The face a little like can't smile,
I
can't
know.
move, and they all look so much older. If
And they
someone
were
told me
all
they were 22, I was like, no, they're
Well,
not
we had to switch it
22.
off because we'd never had it on before. And obviously, everyone's heard about it. And we were just sitting in, it was me and Honey and her boyfriend, and we were watching it. And then they're going, right, we'd like you to simulate a sex act with da da da. And I was going, what? And it's about what time on this? It's about dinner time, 8 o'clock or something on the telly. And these people are just
It's
like
just
snogging each
disgusting.
other.
It's
And I just think, oh
terrible.
no, I
You
didn't
know what
really
it
get up.
is? Do you know what it is? It's the modern day freak show. Back in the
Yeah,
14th century, they used to have the Elephant Man and
yeah.
whatever else. People
I
would go
actually
and
went to
pay
Coney
money.
Island. I'd rather
Yeah.
go to Coney Island.
Yeah. And they'd go and
Yeah,
see the modern day freak shows like the circuses. And now we've got reality TV
I
like Love
know.
Island and whatever
Well,
else.
mind you, I did do Big Brother, but I was skin. I was
But
absolutely skin.
that was what year was that? That was years ago. That's
Oh,
when,
that was when I was homeless. So
yeah.
yeah. So my friend actually, because I didn't have a phone or
You
anything,
were
and
brilliant in Brother, but that's when it was at the height. That's when it first came out, and it was
oh,
kind of
I just
like
remember, I remember Fat Man Scoop saying because
it's
I
changed
never,
since then.
yeah,
It
but
was
I
more
never.
organic when you were in it. It's more
But
organic.
when I came out, the director said, do you want to see all the copies? I went, no. Why would I've just lived it. No, I
No,
don't ever want to see. I don't even want to keep in contact with anybody, to be
no,
honest.
no,
And then,
no.
but then I was I'd get really anxious because everyone was screaming. It was America versus the UK.
Yeah.
And they were screaming at each other all the time. And we were getting locked in the bedrooms together.
Oh
And it
my
was just,
God.
and then, and
Oh
then
my
I'd start
God.
panicking and get a bit tearful because it was just constant noise.
Can you
And then
imagine?
and then
Jesus.
I go, would anybody like a cup of tea? Anybody like a cup of
Yeah.
tea?
Yeah.
And then Fat Man Scoops go, man, Gail Porter's putting the kettle on, some shit's going down. And I was like,
Love it.
yeah, that,
But
yeah.
imagine being confined in that because also the Big Brother house isn't as big as it looks on TV. It's a
Oh,
lot
it's
smaller.
tiny.
Can you
And then
believe it?
you get locked in the bedroom at night, so
Oh
you
my
can't, and
God.
they take the clocks away sometimes, so you
Oh
don't know
my
what time
God.
it is.
Oh my
And then
God.
when I came
My
out,
nightmare. My nightmare.
and I was getting interviewed by the nice Emma Willis, and she said, "So Gail, what was that like?" And I said, "Well, do you know what, Emma? I've been sectioned, and that was more fun." And the director was going, "What?" I went, "I'm not even joking. Being sectioned was more fun than the Big Brother." Because at
Oh
least
my
we got
God, I
free
love that.
drugs. We got free drugs. It was fine.
Yeah, but the jungle, I think that's a good experience apparently. I know a few people who've been on it. And it's kind of,
is it still going on?
yeah, I mean, the jungle, if I was to go on anything, it would be the jungle because I love
Oh, let's
outdoors
get you on.
life.
Let's get a petition
I'd,
to get you
do
on
you
the
know what? I
jungle.
would, I'd love it because I think all the outdoor stuff, I couldn't eat any animals. I like all the
No, no,
insects,
no.
but I like all the outdoor stuff. I think if I was to go on anything, that's what it would be. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I think so
Um,
because I think you'd be great at that.
do you reckon? But I don't know if I
Yeah.
could last longer than a week. I mean, a week could be like enough.
I think I was in Big Brother for 3 weeks. I
I
kept
don't know how
pressing the
you did
buzzer.
it. I don't know how
No,
you,
I kept pressing the buzzer and
I
they went,
don't,
"What is it now, Gail?" And I was like, "Well, could you please vote me out because I'm really, really bored. I really don't like it. Because if you walk, you don't get
but
paid."
you were in the you were in the finals though, weren't
No,
you?
I was in the last week
The
and I was
last
just,
week,
and
but
then there
still,
was a game and they said, if you don't compete in this game, you're
yeah,
up for nomination. I went, excellent. I'm not
excellent.
playing.
Yeah, excellent. Because you should have won it, I thought.
Oh God, no,
Who
no,
won
no.
that year? Who did win?
Somebody from The Apprentice, a young
Right,
boy.
right. Because you should have won. Your personality was just brilliant. You were
No,
just brilliant.
I think as well when it comes to those sort of reality shows, it's the people that vote are girls,
Yes,
younger girls, I think. So they
yeah.
like the boys, they
You
like
like
all
the
that sort
boys.
of
That's
stuff.
true. That's true.
I
And
think
you've
so.
had a lot of female jealousy around you growing up as well because, you know,
Oh, I don't know.
no, yeah, no, it's definitely that because you were so, well, you still are, but you're so beautiful and successful on every magazine. There was a lot of jealousy around you, but
Nah.
a lot of adversity, but you got through that. So you know that I'm vegan, right? And I buy only ethical and cruelty-free products, as we all should. And I thought I knew them all. But when I was having a little look for more cruelty-free brands and beauty products, I came across one I hadn't heard of before called Delilah. Now, actually, they've been around since 2014, so why I've never heard of them before, I don't know. Well, I'm here to change all that. Delilah, here we come. Timeless Women is proud to collaborate with Delilah, an award-winning British beauty brand loved for its luxurious yet effortless approach to modern makeup, including being named Best British Makeup Brand for 3 consecutive years. Delilah products are designed to bridge the gap between skincare and makeup, combining skin-loving ingredients that enhance natural beauty effortlessly. The other thing which is amazing about Delilah is also they are committed to reducing environmental impact through the increasing use of post-consumer recycled packaging and thoughtful product design. I mean, it really is beautiful packaging too. It looks gorgeous. In fact, darling, they look as good as I do when I'm wearing the intense, buildable day-to-night black mascara. Oh my God, it's fantastic. But what I really, really love about Delilah is that they are cruelty-free, vegan, and a certified B Corp. Delilah has been cruelty-free since day one and is proudly vegan and PETA approved. So now you know about Delilah too. Just go to delilahcosmetics.com or simply follow the links in the show notes to check out their absolutely amazing range of products. And make sure to use the promo code TIMELESS15. That's TIMELESS15, which will get you 15% off fully priced items, only via the podcast, though. It doesn't include any of the promotional offers that Delilah may be offering. That's for us. So it's TIMELESS15, and just head to delilahcosmetics.com. Let's talk about as well your BAFTA. You won a
Oh yeah, I won a BAFTA for being mental.
for being Gail Porter in
Yeah.
2020. Was
It's
it
over there.
2020? Yeah, when you did that documentary. That was
Yeah.
excellent. Tell us a bit more about that documentary because we can still
Well,
find it on Netflix, can't we? It's still on Netflix.
I think it was on BBC. You could get it on BBC iPlayer, I
Yeah,
think.
BBC iPlayer, yeah.
Yeah. It was something that had been sort of floating around and meetings about it. And,
Yeah,
I'd been sectioned and then things had been terrible and I slept on the heath and then
yeah,
I was sofa surfing. And then BBC Scotland came to see me turn television
yeah.
and they said, would you be interested in telling us your story? And I said, well, I don't know. And I said, yeah, I said, I think it is interesting because, we don't have, it's not the NHS's fault because they just don't have money for mental health, really.
Yeah. I've
And,
been where, as you know, I've been where you are. I've been homeless.
yeah, I
Mental
know.
health is not funny. is it?
No, it's not funny. And if they don't know where to put you,
Well, this is it.
they generally don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
It is quite literally. That's why I got sections, because
Yeah.
I was like, I went to the doctors to ask for help. What are you doing in 4 weeks' time? I said, I don't know, I might be dead.
Yeah.
But obviously, I've got a daughter, and that was out. But I did think about it.
Yeah, of course.
And
It
then
does. It does. It's
yeah,
nothing to be
it
ashamed of
drives you
either.
to terrible.
It does pop in your mind often when you
Yeah,
go through that bout of depression.
and then I phoned an ex when I was on the Heath, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm struggling. I'm really struggling. I said, I'm not doing anything stupid.
Yeah.
I said, but I just need to talk to somebody. I can't get an appointment with the doctors.
I could have called
I
me.
can't go into the hospital.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, there was 4 police officers turned up and took me to the hospital and put me under guard. And they said, well, we need you to speak to your mum or your dad. And I said, well, my dad's in Spain. My mum was dead by that point.
Yeah.
And they said, well, so 2 doctors signed this waiver thing and said, that's due your section for 28 days. And I was like, how's 28 days going to help? And then they just medicated me. And I was with 2 Jesuses, and then, and I was given medication, breakfast, lunch, dinner time. And they just sort of like, I was like a zombie.
Yeah.
And then
it's horrible.
no doctors, just security. And then after 15 days, the doctors came in. Never met any of them in my entire life. And then they sat me in a room, and they've all got their clipboards, and they said, oh, we're really sorry, you could go now. You shouldn't have been here. I was like, so worried, what? And they're going, you can go. So anyway, BBC said, are you happy to talk about this? And I said, well, I'm not happy, but if it helps
I'm
somebody.
not happy. I'm not ecstatic.
Not happy.
Yeah.
But then it was just bizarre, because again, when we were filming around the UK, I saw 5 different doctors who gave me 5 different diagnoses within 10 minutes. And I'd never met any of them before. So one of them was like, oh,
they're not equipped. They're just not equipped.
Yeah. And they think, oh, we think you think you're a bit hyper. I was like, well, no shit, yeah. And then they went, but then sometimes you get quite depressed. I went, just pretty much like everybody else, no?
Yeah.
And then they went, oh, but we think you might have bipolar 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't even know what that is. And they
Yeah.
said, oh, you might have bipolar 2. And I went, is it bipolar bingo? Because I really haven't got time. Really don't have time for this.
Bipolar bingo.
Oh, the bingo, bipolar bingo. And then I think the last one said to me, well, do you know what? I think you're normal. And I went, well, you can F off. I don't want to be normal. And I don't want any bingos. But just like, and so there were, I didn't take any medication. I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
And so we just made that documentary. And then, yeah.
No, I think the documentary is absolutely brilliant. Everybody should see that documentary. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that you got a BAFTA for that. It was so well deserved. It's absolutely brilliant.
But it was just my daughter going, so you let me get this straight. You did win a BAFTA for being mental. And I was like, yeah. Mummy did, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is with mental health, it's still brushed under the carpet.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk about any other health, physical health, and it's dealt with so differently. People see differently. And mental health is still, people are still worried about talking about. But I'm very open about mental health, because we should be, because it's like anything.
Me too.
If we've got, you break a leg, you deal with it, right? You know what I mean? And mental health can come and go. And if you've been a sufferer and you are susceptible to mental health, we know how important it is to look after that mental health. And you're all very sensitive, like me. And I think hypersensitive people, which is seems to be a lot of creative people are like that, makes sense. We have to be really careful about our mental health, because we know we can rapidly go down, and it's very tough.
Oh God, yeah. I had it about a couple of weeks back, and I was like, oh no, this is really bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how to deal with this. And then I'm thinking, but I make sure I just try and get out, because yesterday
absolutely
I was in bed all day, and I was like, it's sunny.
Yeah.
But then I thought, I can't get up.
Yeah.
And then even putting the bin out,
I get it.
My neighbour was like, oh, how are you doing? I was like, oh.
You just don't want to see anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone. No. And you can't get out of bed. People don't understand that, where you can't get out of bed. You are literally hiding in bed. And it didn't
help that I watched Obsession, the movie on Apple TV. Have you seen it?
No,
I've heard. Traumatized.
I know.
Traumatized.
I know. That's the thing. I was telling some of the things I watch, and I think, why am I watching this? This is not good for my mental health. But it's very important we recognize it when we are going down that angle, that we recognize it and do things, just like having a cold or you're getting flu. Oh,
Yeah.
feeling getting flu coming on, I better do this, do that. Mental health is the same, but it's just
Like I can't listen. I don't know about you, but I can't listen to certain songs.
no, it
So I'm like
triggers,
that. Oh,
There's
trigger.
triggers with
Yeah,
mental
yeah,
health. It can be anything. There's triggers. And also I'm very wary about certain therapy as well. I don't know about you.
yeah. I
I've
get a
had
bit.
loads of therapy. Some therapies where they're just regurgitating your past
Yeah.
or your childhood, and you're just like, is that helping? Because why are you regurgitating this? Because oh
I
now I'm
just
all it just sends me
yeah.
into another panic and depression. It's like triggers. It's like, oh, you've got to make everything surface. Sometimes I think, really? Because
I
that
know.
was then. I
I
survived it then as a child. I want to move forward. Mental health
yeah.
is
I
a
think I
really tricky one.
I don't. I can't do therapy. I did the last one I
Therapies.
went to was years and years and years ago, and I walked into the office and the guy went, "Take a seat," and I went, "No, actually, because I don't like you." And he went, "Sorry?" I was like, "I don't like you. There's just a bad vibe in there. I'm going to go now." And he was going, "No, but maybe we should talk about this." I went, "Not with you."
Not with you. And it's also getting the right therapist. That's the
Well,
thing.
exactly.
I
You could
had
just he had
one.
a
I
bad
had
vibe
one.
about him.
Oh yeah, I had one. And I thought she was quite cruel, actually. That's how I felt every
Yeah,
time I left her. I thought, I'm not going back to you. You're actually quite cruel.
yeah.
Um,
And they're not
and
cheap.
also they don't, also it's like they're not, I feel like they're so clinical, they lack empathy. And I
Yeah.
get, and that doesn't help either. I
And
hate
stop looking at
therapy.
the clock.
Yeah,
Stop looking
looking
at
at
the
the clock
clock.
and writing things down and getting to repeat stuff. But also, it's like, I believe in healing. I think deep
Yeah.
healing, there's lots of ways we can, try and heal because, the trauma we've had, growing up and, the healing, which is all
Yeah,
contributes to our
everyone's
mental health.
individual, and I think
I
what you need to do
agree.
is pick what's good for you and what works for you, and
Yeah,
then you when you find it, then you know you found it and you're
yeah.
good.
Can we talk about your alopecia?
Yeah.
Let's talk about your alopecia because you have to be the one person in the world who can suit being bald. That's all I'm going to say. I
Well,
mean, not the
it's
one
been
person in the
true.
world. Got to be careful of that. Lots of
Lots
women
of
have,
people do.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots of people do. But you was, in a way, your face shape, and because you're those big eyes and so pretty, you've got such a pixie look that you just rocked it, and you rocked it
Well,
really, really well because it's something, as a woman, our hair is our main, and that is something, I've got friends who've had cancer and they've lost all the hair, and you just think, Jesus, and they had this amazing
yeah.
mane of hair, and you think, fuck. Um, but
Well,
you
that's it. I
you
think
really
mine.
kind of rocked it for a long time. You didn't wear any wigs, you didn't do anything, you just
Well,
rocked
I
it.
didn't know what it was. So
No,
it was 22 years ago,
yeah,
and suddenly I was working in Vegas doing
yeah,
looking for dead people,
yeah.
and
As you
then
do, as you do.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then it was coming out in clumps, and I was like, I don't. And Honey was 2, so I thought, well, maybe it's hormones, maybe it's this, maybe it's
yeah,
that. And then by the time I got back, it was in total 3.5, 4 weeks, and I was completely bald, like everything, eyelashes, eyebrows gone. And so I was in Vegas, and I had to phone. I phoned home, and I said to my ex-husband, I said, "Do you know what? I'm coming home. You're gonna have to warn Honey that Mummy's got no hair." And he's like, "Shut up." I went, "Well, I'm not going to, it's not really a joke, is it? It's not funny."
no.
And then, but when I got
That must,
home, she just took to it in a second. And I thought, right, you've got it. Then
yeah,
I've got it. And
yeah.
then it was just,
Honey's
after
great.
that, it was outside, it was the Daily Mail, it was everybody literally following me. I was crying in the street. They were like, "What's wrong with her?" Big pages of it. And I was like, I'm not putting a wig on because I don't know how to, I don't even know where to get one that's
Yeah,
not like a joke one. I probably have one of them big clown ones, look like
yeah,
a right muppet.
yeah,
And then, but yeah, and my mum had gone through chemotherapy and she'd lost her hair. So you put it into perspective and you think, okay. And then, so I was bald for ages. And then I met Amber Jean, who does all my wigs for me
she's
now.
fantastic. Her.
She's amazing. So she's just got a new wig on today. And I was like, oh my God, it's so
Yeah,
nice and it's really long. So,
yeah,
but she's been amazing. So I go in
she's
and it's like going to the hairdressers because I
yeah,
miss things like that. And
yeah.
you go in and she fits it and then she styles it. And so, yeah, she's just been, because I thought, oh, I'm never going to wear a wig. And then when I got there, I was like, check this out.
Yeah, love it. But what's great about you, you suit one and you suit one without. You suit both. So
Well,
you're
I had to
lucky.
I took it off the other day there on the tube because I was so hot, and then it wasn't until this kid's looking at me going, I was like, oh shit, sorry, whatever, get over it, kid. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forget sometimes, or I'm
Yeah,
just walking along Oxford Street, and I was like, no, this is too hot. Took it off, put my
took it
cap
off.
back on. People are a bit like,
But did your eyebrows and eyelashes grow back?
yes. Well, my
Yeah,
eyebrows are kind of like whitish,
yeah.
but they're quite nice because apparently that's quite trendy now. I'm not
Very
entirely sure.
trendy. Very
Yeah.
trendy. Very
And then the
trendy.
eyelashes, they came back.
Yeah,
So I buy loads of mascara.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But you're
very
just gorgeous
exciting.
with or without.
But
I love
I,
your attitude to it. This is the thing, because at the time, obviously, fucking devastating to have to
it
go
was
through that.
really, and
And
it
a
was more
shock, a
that,
shock, a shock, such a
yeah,
shock. More, you know.
because I had such long hair and then it
Yeah,
was just all gone, just like that.
yeah.
And I was like, wow. And it was just, you know what the press are like, they're
Oh
quick,
God.
they build you up, then they're quick. As soon as anything goes wrong, they
Yeah.
are on your back.
Also,
And,
I've got some presents for you, by the way.
ooh,
Delilah, which you're going to love this. Talking about
oh,
mascara. So Delilah, which we're powered by Delilah, is a beauty, it's
oh,
cosmetic
yes. I think you
brand.
gave me a couple of things at your gig.
Yes, that's right. Oh, I did. I
That's
gave it
right.
to you. Well, I'm
Yes.
going to get you a mascara because their mascara is amazing. But what we love about
Well, I think
Delilah,
Honey sort of nicked it from the kitchen because
oh
I
well,
had it
I'll
in
get you some. We'll get you some more because the thing is, Delilah, what you'll love about this because you are animal lover like me. It's cruelty free.
right.
So it's the
That's
most
always good.
ethical brand out there. It's cruelty free. So I'm going to get you more products, but definitely going to get
Ah,
you lots of
thank you.
mascara.
I got
And
myself new eyes today, not eyes, but I got contact lenses, which are like bright, sort of like green.
oh, yeah, but you've
Yeah.
got bright eyes anyway.
Yeah, but I just fancied like mixing up a bit just to
Oh,
freak people out.
well, why not? I'm just scared of
And
putting
then
them in.
also,
Go
guess
on,
what I've just found for
go on,
us,
go
right?
on.
You can get onesies, but like they're like Pennywise from, It.
Yeah.
Horror for Halloween.
Oh,
You can get Freddy Krueger onesie. You
stop
can
it.
get. I love
Stop it.
Halloween.
I love
Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh my God. Everything. You can get every single one of them. I was loving it. You got
Send me
Chucky,
the link. Send me the link. I want to get that.
Chucky, and
I
the
want to get
Bride of
that.
Chucky. And then
Yeah.
also, this woman's been making these heads, and you put the knives in them, for a knife holder in the kitchen. So it's like
Okay,
all the horror,
let's do
all the
something
horror
for
films. I
let's do something for Halloween and we'll get
I
these
love
onesies.
Halloween. It's my
Yeah.
favorite
We
time.
always get Billy dressed up as well for Halloween, our little doggy. We always get Billy
Oh,
dressed
I
up.
can't get I
But
can't get Ziggy dressed
oh
up because she's too fat.
no, but also cats are different. They're just like, get
Yeah.
lost. You've got to be joking. But Billy will just submit and go,
Um,
okay, I
she
like it,
woke
don't
me up.
like it, but
I just fell asleep for about an hour this morning, and she was just like, she wakes me up and she's staring at me like that, and I was going, "What is it?" She's like, "Meow."
I love it.
Food.
Food. I love how you love animals because also
I love
you do a
animals.
lot of stuff for All Dogs Matters. You're
Yes. Oh,
also
dog.
the judge for the dog show at Primrose Hill
That's right. We
Festivals.
love that.
We love
But the
that,
thing
don't
is, I
we?
never judge them, do I? Because they're all
No,
like that. Oh, and I was going,
we
"Who do you
love them
choose?"
all. We love them all. I want to give them
Yeah.
all first prize. But
I love that. I love
you
going
do a
to
lot of
that.
work for All Dogs Matters. We've done something together, haven't we, for All Dogs Matters as well?
Yeah,
We've
yeah,
done stuff.
yeah.
But All
And
Dogs
rhinos, I've
Matters
been
is great.
helping out with the rhinos,
Oh,
pandas. I
have
want to go and
you?
work with pandas for a bit.
That's brilliant. Where would you go and work with pandas?
China,
China.
yeah, they're
That's a
looking for
great
people.
idea.
They're looking for
That,
people.
yeah.
And I thought, "Do you know what? Maybe after, because I was going to go on holiday, and I thought maybe I should just go to Sri Lanka and work in a cat sanctuary or something.
You know
Or,
what? I tell you, this is what I say to producer Mike. I wake up some days and I'm just like, do you know what? I just want to work with animals. I
yeah,
just want to be on a farm with all dogs and rescue them. And
yeah,
I just want to work with animals because we love
yeah.
them so much. And
Well,
then
there's this thing
maybe we'll
on
do that when we're older anyway. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But on Instagram, there's this thing, and it's for these sort of look after pandas, who've either been orphaned or that
Yeah.
they just are so funny. Like with
Oh, they're
the
just
they're,
baby panda, just gorgeous. I
they
think.
just laugh all the time.
Are
They're
you
always
joking?
laughing.
What about adult pandas? Like when they're grown up, are they like, I don't know, I always thought, are they
Yes.
similar to bears or are
No,
they
I
not
think there's. I
dangerous?
think yeah, I should really maybe do some research in case I want to go to China and
Well, that's what
stuff.
I'm just
But
thinking. I'm
yeah.
just thinking, you know. Well, we're
Well, the
talking
thing is,
about China though. Have you seen everyone's taken to the streets which is amazing in China, protesting about the animal cruelty there. Isn't that amazing?
Oh, that's great.
Isn't
Yeah.
that great
I've not been
news?
watching the news. I'm just watching
No,
horror films.
yeah. You're like me. Do you know what I've been watching? Do you know what I've been watching? First of all, I have a terrible fear of flying, right? And basically, so I've been watching this thing called Mayday, and it's all about plane crashes. And
Oh, no,
I
no, no.
already
Is
have
that
a
like
fear.
Final Destination?
No, well, it's the documentary is about real
Oh, no,
plane
no, no, no,
crashes. I
no.
know, stop it. I don't know
Well,
why.
do you know what I watched the
Producer
other day
Mike tells
there?
me not to watch it, but I don't know why I watch it. And
I
I've been watching every
watched the other day
series.
there this thing um about a cruise that like it all went tits up on
Oh,
Netflix.
I've
And
seen
it's
that. Go
oh
on,
well,
stop the
I worked on
cruise.
cruises. Remember I told you I worked on cruises? It was the
Yeah.
most ridiculous job.
Oh, I'd
And I
love to do.
remember,
I'd love to do a cruise. Actually, I would.
would
I'm
you?
not
Well, you come
on a
with me next
holiday, but
time.
I'd love to go a single. I'd love to go and do a big fancy
Well,
one
come
just
with
for a
come with me
week.
next time because they said to me, "Do you want to bring someone?"
Yes, I'll
And I
come.
said
I'll
to,
come.
and I thought I can't think of anybody that would actually want to go on a cruise because the first
Me,
one I went
me,
on,
me, me, me. I
okay,
want to go on a
because
cruise.
last who
Well,
did we have on it last time? So I get gangplank. It's not the gangplank, is it? That's a pirate ship. But anyway, I was going up the gangplank or whatever, and then the other the other entertainers were there. Entertainers. I don't
yeah,
even know what I was hired for, to be
yeah.
honest.
Go on.
And
What are you
this,
hired for?
this guy, they went, are you doing comedy? And I went, yeah. And I went, what are you doing? He went, I'm a Sting impersonator. And I was like, oh God.
I love
But
it though.
it was very nice chap.
I
And
love
then the
it.
other guy was
It's
like,
great fun.
I'm a hypnotist. And I went, oh God. And then
Oh,
there was another guy that was a comedian, but yeah,
which
they were all
cruise is
very,
it? Which cruise is
I
it?
did
Not the
Princess Cruises.
Princess Cruise.
So
Oh, come on, let's do one. Come on, it'll be
oh, it was just
great.
like, but you know what, when we got on one from
Yeah.
Norway, and we couldn't stop because the weather was so bad,
All
and
right.
everyone was just being sick. And
Oh
then,
shit. Yeah, that's a point. Being
but then we
sick.
got on another one, and it was beautiful and it's sunny, and we stopped off somewhere beautiful. And I thought I'd been a little bit sick just because
Yeah.
you're. And then I went upstairs to this Glaswegian couple that were at the bar, and I said, I'm just on my own. I'm going to go. I'm not feeling 100%. I said, do you wanna come on dry land with me?
Yeah. Dry
And
land.
they went, no, Gail, no. And I went, why? And they went, it's free booze. And I went, well, it's not really because you paid for a package. And they were
Exactly.
like,
You.
and then they went, I know, but Gail, they're playing Mrs. Doubtfire by the pool. I was like, what? You're in or we were Florence or something. And I was like, what? And
Why
it
wouldn't
was
you
just
get on? Yeah.
full of large people in the pool, squashed in, watching Mrs. Doubtfire with their booze.
Oh
I
no,
was
we
like,
would get
nah.
off. We'd have to go to land. Let's
Yeah. Go
really
to
do
land, have
this.
a nice
I'm serious.
coffee.
Me and you on a cruise would have a
Yeah,
right laugh.
hilarious.
Come
Well,
on, we'll do it.
this
Yeah.
guy came up to me and he was wearing, his name was Joseph, bizarrely, and he's wearing Jesus sandals. And he went, are you on your own? And I was like, oh God, this is the sort of
Producer
person
Mike is pissing himself.
this is the sort of person I get chatted up for, right? And he's got his Jesus sandals on, and he was like, do you want to play
We're
Greg's
stealing
top
that.
trump?
God.
Greg's top trump. And I went, who's
Yeah.
Greg? He went, no, the bakers. And I went, what? And he went, it's top trumps. So it's like the best pasties, top trumps, but it's Greg's. And I was like, oh God, shoot me. I could have actually just jumped off the side and no one would have noticed for about a week. It's, you know, if you want to
Please
murder
take me.
someone, I'm not saying.
Please take me. Do you know what we should go on? And actually, I want to do this for my birthday, actually, this year. I want to go on the, I was going to say the Orient Express, not the Orient Express because it's really expensive, but the other
Yeah.
one, you know, the one that goes to Scotland about, what is it called? The ball.
Oh, yes.
What's it
Oh,
called?
my God. It's,
Oh,
I know the one.
God, I can't think what it is.
Oh my God, they're
On
going to hate me in
the
Scotland.
train, it's like,
Yeah.
Producer Mike, can
It
you
is
try
the
and find
Flying
that out?
Scotsman. Is it not the Flying Scotsman?
I don't
No.
think it's a flying Scot. It's called Beaumont or something, or Beaumont trains or something like that. Producer
Oh,
Mike's
I'd
find
love
it
to do
out.
that.
So I will go and do that. I want to get like 10 of us. I think like maybe 10 of us, 15 of us on this
Yeah.
train for my birthday. Do you know
Go
what I
to
mean?
Scotland. I love
And that's it.
Scotland.
We
I'm so
can,
excited.
yeah, do you know what I mean? We're going to come back. I want to talk to you
And I've
about
just
your,
found out I'm staying in the Royal Mile when I go up to do the Edinburgh Festival. I'm staying in student accommodation, but it's on the Royal Mile.
that's a great thing though, right?
Perfect.
That's
And then I've
perfect.
just got free
What
tickets to
theatre
go
are
to
you in? What theatre?
the assembly rooms.
The assembly rooms. Oh my God, this is brilliant.
Assembly
This
rooms,
is
not on a
brilliant.
Tuesday. Not on a
Yeah.
Tuesday. So I'm going to the Edinburgh
Oh,
Tattoo on a Tuesday.
oh, the Beaumont. Mike's found it. Belmont. The Belmont
Belmont.
trains. So I want to talk more about your show because it's called, I love the name, Portergeist.
Portergeist.
Portergeist. You can't beat that. Portergeist. So what will people expect, Gail, when they come to
Probably
see
about the
your
same
show?
as it's probably about the same as what I'm expecting. I've got
Yeah,
no clue. I've been writing stuff in the middle of the night, and I said to
love this.
Sebastian the other night there, Honey's boyfriend, I went, Sebastian, he said, what kind of stuff have you written? I said, well, some about ghosts,
Yeah.
some about other things. And I said, you know, like when your mum gets you up at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're 10, and then you get up and you put your school uniform on because you think you're going to school, and then mum goes, no, 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 everybody stay in your pajamas. And you go, oh, why? And you should get in the car. It's a surprise. And you go, oh, this is so exciting. And then she goes up and we park in Asda. And we're like, what? She went, it's open for 24 hours for the first time tonight. And we're like, what? And then,
That's brilliant.
and we're wandering around at 24-hour Asda, just us.
In your
In our
pajamas. Love it. Love it.
And then we're going, Mum, do we need anything? She went, no, but it's an experience. You're like, oh.
I think that is an experience because I love Asda and I'd love to
Yeah,
be
I
in
love
Asda at 3 o'clock in the morning. It'd be
At
like a
3 o'clock in
zombie
the morning.
film. It'd be like a
Huh?
zombie film. It'd be like a
It
zombie
was like a
film.
zombie film. My
You know
mum
what I
is
mean?
mental.
Love
But
that. So you're at the
yeah,
assembly rooms because
at the
we're
assembly
coming
room. So
the
there's got to be
whole
lots of
of August. From what date to the end? Tell me the whole
from
date.
the 5th until the 30th.
Amazing.
So I'm doing the whole of August, and then I'm
Yeah.
coming back on the 1st.
Oh, it's so
And then I'm doing the
exciting.
big retreat festival, if you fancy that.
I
So
fancy
it's
that. I
kind of,
definitely want to do Edinburgh and I
yeah.
definitely want to do the retreat
Apart from last
festival.
time that I went, I mean, I do a stand-up talk thing, and but it was really good fun. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
myself. Rick Parfitt Jr. was playing. He's a nice boy.
that's
He's such a
brilliant.
nice boy. And but everybody was just nuts. I was just there on my own, and I made loads of lovely, crazy friends that are going to try it. So it's
That's
in
what's great about
Cambridge.
you. You get on with everybody. I've
Oh,
just
I
got to
had
say this
such a
about you.
ball.
You have
I had an absolute ball. But
yeah.
the toilets weren't working the next day. So I have to have a shower and I have to have a pee.
Of
And then I was
course.
like, oh. And people are all peeing outside their yurts and stuff. And I was like,
Oh
oh,
no. Well,
I'm too
what's wrong with the
old.
toilets? Well, what was
Well,
wrong?
there was something wrong with the plumbing. So there was no showers, there was nothing. So then I went,
No.
is it really bad of me to try and get to the sea? But then I couldn't get to the sea, it was too far away. And then I got stuck on the train on the way back because I was in Wales. I got stuck on it for 9.5 hours, four
Oh
different trains.
no.
And then
Shit.
the toilets were broken
No, stop
on the
it.
train. And I got back and I just like, oh, I really enjoyed myself, but I did get
But
a bladder infection.
I'm not surprised. That's outrageous. I'm sorry. Sue the train. Sue
Yeah,
that
but it's in,
festival.
I think it's September. I think it's September the 11th. This one,
Okay,
and
well,
I'm
I'll be at that
doing,
one.
yeah, and it's in Cambridge, so it's not too
Yeah,
bad.
not too bad. I just need to find out where we're going to stay in Edinburgh because,
Do you know what my friend has actually got? She's down at the beach, and
right,
she's renting out, I think, one of her rooms because she offered it to me. But I
yeah,
do love her, but she will talk non-stop. And
right.
when I'm
And when
working,
me and
I
you
can't.
talk non-stop, we can't. And when
I
you're
talk,
working,
yeah,
you need that
but you
peace.
need
I get
that.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
need that
do.
space. And as much as I'm sharing a kitchen, I've got my own room.
Yeah, yeah, you
Whereas
need it. I'm sorry,
my
you're right.
friend, yeah, because my other friend said, "Oh, stay with us," but then there's a whole family and
No, you
Auntie
can't.
Gail
Not when
and
you're working. You can't.
yeah.
You
Well, you
need
know
to
what it's
be.
like. You need
Oh,
downtime.
you do. You just need to save your focus and your energy,
And it's
especially for what you're doing.
Right by Arthur's seat, so I can have a nice walk in the
Yeah,
morning, and I could go up to the castle, and they're always like, "All right, wee man,
I
all
love
right,
that.
wee man,
I
you've
love
come
it.
home, wee man." I'm like, "Aye,
Oh,
I've come home,"
what an amazing thing though, because this you did it last year as well.
and it was the year before,
The
so
year
I
before
missed
you did
last
it.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was a bit nervous that one. I'm not nervous this time because I
Yeah, but
just,
the
yeah,
reviews were amazing. They were incredible. And
it was
everybody,
mad.
I didn't get to see it, but sadly I couldn't get to Edinburgh, but people I know who did just absolutely raved about it.
Well, I
Raved,
just
raved,
got a
raved.
review today for this one, and it's like top something to see from the List magazine. So that's like Time Out magazine.
That's brilliant.
They've not
Well,
even
so it
seen it
should
all
be.
yet.
Yeah, but so it should be. Do you know what I mean? You should be getting those reviews because you're absolutely brilliant.
Oh
Also,
no,
Gail
just know it's
hosted.
nice. It's great fun, and I loved your gig the other night
Well,
there.
I was just going to say because Gail hosted my night. I started a residency at Larry's, which is under the Portrait Gallery. It's a great place, that isn't it?
It's lovely, yeah.
And Gail graced us with her amazing presence and talent and hosted the night, and we had such a laugh, didn't we?
It was so good. You're
We
so
had
great
such
at
a
performing.
oh,
And
so are
such
you,
lovely
babe.
people. Everyone was so
Everybody
nice.
loved you. They were like,
Your
oh
friends
my
are so
God.
lovely.
They're lovely, aren't they? They loved you.
So I must
Absolutely
come
loved.
back.
No, we've got to come back. Well, I'm there on the 31st of July anyway. You're always welcome to come back, babe.
Okay. Well, do you know what I'm going to sing when I get onto the stage in Edinburgh, I
Yeah,
think?
go on.
No porter, no party.
Yeah. No Porter, no
No
party.
party. No
No
Scotland, no
Porter, no
party.
party.
Yeah,
I
because I keep
love it.
singing it to Honey and Sebastian. They're going, we're English. I was like, whatever.
Whatever, bore off English.
And they're going, you're not even in it anymore, Gail. And I was like, well, I was never in it. I just like them singing, that's all. And they look like they're having an absolute ball. Did I tell you when I met the Scotland fans when they came down to play England, was it the Euros or something? I don't know anything about football.
No, me neither. Have you
But
been watching
I
it?
was getting on I was getting on the train at Euston, and they were all coming down. Was it Euston from Glasgow? Yes, Euston from Glasgow. So they were all coming down, and it was about 10 o'clock in the morning. I was going to Manchester, I think, and all these guys get off, and they're all pissed as farts. 10 a.m. Absolute
Oh my
kilts
God.
on,
Of course they were.
and then I was like, oh God, because I was thinking, half of them were going to be from Edinburgh, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, and because everybody knows everybody up there,
Yeah.
and so I was sort of keeping my head down, thinking, right, I need to get this train, and then this guy went, I think that's wee Gail Porter.
That's wee Gail
And I
Porter.
went, no, it's not me. I mean, Gail, it's not Gail, it's not me. No. And then they're going, there's only one wee Gail Porter.
Oh, I love it.
And then I
I
said to
love
them,
it.
so I said, so where are you all staying? And they went, Gail, we don't even know.
I love that.
And I
I
went,
don't even know.
okay.
I love
went,
the
where are you-
Scots. I
where are you
love
watching?
them.
Where are you watching the match then? Oh, we don't even know that either. And it was like, how are you getting home? They went, oh, we haven't planned that far ahead.
True Scots. I love it.
No, Scotland. No.
Well,
And then what they did was they watched it in Trafalgar Square, and they went back the next day with their carrier bags to pick up the rubbish.
oh,
And they did
love,
that. And they did
love
that in
that.
Boston as well. They did that in
Look,
Boston.
I
They went
love
back to
that.
clean up.
Do you know what? That's what do you know what? True, proper Northerners. You can't get
Yeah.
further north than the Scots who have been brought up with manners.
Exactly.
With manners.
With manners.
Salt of the earth,
Yeah.
the earth, and manners. Gail, I love
Exactly.
talking
Mad
to you.
as a bag of
Mad
frogs.
as a bag of frogs, like the Irish. I just love, 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 love. I love it. I love you.
Love you.
I
Right, get
love
back to
you. You are one hell of an inspiring woman. One
No, I
hell
don't
of
know
an
about that. You're
inspiring woman.
inspiring.
No, 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 no. You really are. And I can't wait for your autobiography to come out. And
Well, I'll
then
send you
I
some of
can't
it.
wait for a
Just don't
film.
section me, please.
No, I can't wait for a film to come out. I'm thinking who's going to
God.
play you, which I'm going to think. I think we get
Matt
an
Lucas.
unknown. I think producer Mike's pissing himself. Matt Lucas, that's brilliant. I reckon we get an unknown. Jodie
Yeah.
Comer would be good.
Yeah, just get someone to shave their hair or
Yeah.
get one of them bald wigs.
She would. No, I reckon Jodie Comer would do it. She'd go all
Yeah.
the way. Jodie Comer, because she's got those big eyes, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She'd be great.
And
She's
she's
a great
small
actress.
as well.
Yeah, she's a great actress. Okay, let's put this out into the universe about your
Yes, let's
film
do
being
that.
made. But I want this biography written by next year.
Yes, I
Okay,
will do. I'll send it to you.
I mean that. It's
Yeah.
too good. I love you.
I love you more. Mwah.
Oh, God, Gail is amazing. God, I just absolutely love her. And please, please, please go to her show. If there's one show you need to see this year, it is Gail's. It is fantastic, and I'll be going there myself, of course. Now, you can find all the links to Gail's show in the show notes. And that's it for this week. Yes, and thanks to our amazing collaborators, Delilah. They are amazing. They are the most amazing cruelty-free cosmetic brand you will ever find. I love them and you'll love them too. And you can get 15% off your purchase with the code TIMELESS15. Also, please check out Nimble Cares, another amazing ethical brand. They do all the cleaning products. Now it's all about being cruelty-free on my show. See you next Tuesday. Mwah. Love you.